Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Can't wait to talk about Prize Picks with you right now. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. They'll match your deposit, match up to $100. And if you want to spice up your NFL Sunday, get started with Prize Picks right now. Prize Picks is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game. And if you're looking to have more fun on game day, look no further than Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a great platform, and you could play alongside some of favorite players like rapper Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz. You can now find community plays in the promos tab of the app to view entries of some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have a player exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second half, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an insurance policy. My two players for tonight's game is Joe Flacco getting more than 233.5 yards, and same with Trevor Siemian getting more than 173.5. So get started with Prize Picks right now. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. They'll match your deposit, match up to $100. And why is it code CLNS? Because that's our ad agency partner. Use code CLNS. It's real easy. 4 letters get $100 match when you sign up. So download the app today. The link will be in the description and comment section of this video. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. And we're here for the One Pride podcast, talk all things Detroit Lions. And we got a good one here for you folks today because the press conference of Dan Campbell was just completed, I think about 20 minutes ago. So we could talk about that real quick. It's going to be injury updates, what you want to know. If you don't already know, they're going to get into the Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys breakdown. And it's going to be a tough game, but I got to say the media, I feel like they have done a bad job this week with this game and the expectations of the Lions. I got to, with Pete Prisco there, CBS Sports, 3 straight times he said the Lions are going to lose, and the Lions have won at least 2 out of the 3. This is the 3rd time, so it's interesting to see some of these takes here and how they look at our team. But welcome, everybody, here. We got Shift in the building, Way Shirk in the building, Adam Patriot, thanks for serving, buddy. Taylor, Alexis, Janella. We got Michael, Seth, 9 Drinks, Chrome, Lisa Del Renzo, Kurt, Man Bear Pig, LM, Mofo, Keitho, Sherry, A-Man. We got Robert Bruce in the building. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And as you flood in, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Keitho, you as well. Bryce S., One Pride right back at you. Hopefully everybody had good holidays. We got the New Year's coming up, so then it's the final one at least for some time, and that's good for the pocketbooks for everybody, because I don't know about you, I'm tired of spending money. Because I am a Dutch person, and that's just the way it is. But, hey, it's my kid's birthday today. Super excited to hang out with her after this and, see her 18th birthday. So it's a big deal for her. So she's got to go to cheer practice. Good to go after that. But let's get in right now to the press conference. Talk about the injury report. Taylor Decker, I've been saying it all week, will be good to go. He's good to go Saturday. They're being precautious, as they should be. There's no real reason. If you have any sort of lagging injury, you just don't pray, especially with these veterans like a Taylor Decker or a Frank Ragnow. Someone that's been doing it for a long time, they really don't need the practice. So he'll be good to go. He'll play on Saturday night as we need him to. It is a gigantic game for seeding. Lions, look, we're expected to lose this game, and I love being the underdog. I love being the underdog, and then instead of the team that's expected to win, because you can play so loose when you're the underdog. You can play with house money. You can play the way you want to play, and you just sit back and just get the job done. And it's something that we have not experienced a lot this year because we've been the favorites. Not on Saturday. 6 points, though. Man, that's disrespectful. I was thinking 3.5 goes to 6. I think the Lions will cover it. I have the Cowboys winning, but man, it's 6 points. That's like a blowout type of loss in my opinion, and I don't see really that occurring on Saturday. I think it's 2 good teams fighting, and they're going to get after it and pull everything on the table for them. But Taylor Decker's going to play in this game. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, questionable. He didn't say anything about it today. He didn't know Dan Campbell. I expect him to play, and that will be really nice to see C.J. Gardner-Johnson out there. I love the question is, who's it going to be, Iffy or C.J.? And Dan Campbell, like we've been saying on here, he says, what do you mean if? Well, you put your playmakers out there, so even when C.J. Gardner-Johnson comes back, I think you'll see Ifutu Melifonwu out there. Kirby Joseph, they're going to have a lot of fun with all of these players and playmakers. Safety position is just ridiculous for the Lions. And it's good to see that, you got a player like Iffy who's coming up and done a phenomenal job, Defensive Player of the Week. And now we can kind of use all these players. All these players get some turnovers. And so that is exactly what this team needs, is just get the players who make plays out on the field. We'll figure everything else out. You just get the playmakers, you put them on the field. They're playmakers to make plays, and we got a lot of them now, and we're getting right time. We're starting to get healthy for the playoffs. Dan Campbell's correct. He gets to see how his team is going against a really good team here. Look, they've been saying it all year long. Is the Lions in the mix with the Cowboys and Eagles? Blah, 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 blah. I think we are. I'm not saying we're going to win, but it's not like this team is a bad team. I think if the Lions were at home, I think you could beat the Dallas Cowboys. You could beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Compete with the San Francisco 49ers. That's just the way that I see it here. What's on the line for Saturday? Well, look, if the Lions win, we have the path to the number 2 seed and potentially number 1 seed. Very close there. If the Lions lose, we'll probably be resting players for the Vikings game because the Lions would pretty much be the number 3 seed. So that is what is on the table for on Saturday. Win, you can go to seed 2 to seed 1. Lose, probably rest players for the Vikings game because you'll be sitting at the number 3 seed anyways. At least rest players for a couple quarters. I expect if the Lions were to lose on Saturday, I expect the Lions host the Vikings, that they'll play their starters maybe for a quarter and just continue on there. But we'll find that out more on Saturday night. 8:15, another primetime game. Lions undefeated in primetime. And it's going to be a great game. It's going to be fun. I expect Dallas to put up points. I expect the Lions to put up points. A lot of people are going to say, fire Aaron Glenn after this game because they'll put up points, folks. Look, this is one of the games I expect because Dallas is a good offense. They're just going to put up points. That's the way it's going to be. So don't get too butthurt or choked up if the Lions defense gets chewed up. The Dallas Cowboys offense chewing up every defense in Dallas so far this year. They're 7-0 at home. They're putting up 40 points at home, a game that is absolutely ridiculous. But I expect this to be a great game. Both teams within probably final possession. Final possession, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. What do you got for the Dallas Cowboys? Dallas Cowboys offense really good. They're putting up 30 points a game. Second in the NFL. They put up 394 yards a game, 6th in the NFL. Passing yards, 251, 6th in the NFL. Rushing, 115.2, 12th in the NFL. Turnovers, +8, 5th in the NFL. This offense is good. The offense is really good. And the Lions defense, I just want them to make a couple stops. Make some plays in this game. Just make a couple plays. If you make a couple plays, the Lions have a shot. Whether it be a turnover, a couple stops. I expect them to go up and down the field quite a bit. Maybe stop and couple field goals, but we just need to make a couple plays defensively in this game for the Lions offense to keep up, able to score points. Because this defense for the Dallas Cowboys, yeah, their stats look great, but the last I'd say, quarter of playing so far this year, their defenses look bad. They have not looked good. They're actually playing, last month, they're playing like the 10th worst defense in the NFL. They are. But right now, you have to put in the stuff that they did earlier in the year, and it's making their defensive numbers look much better than what it is. Points scream, 19.1, 5th in the NFL. Total yards per game, 299.7. 7th in the NFL. Passing yards per game, 184. 5th in the NFL. Rushing defense has been bad for this football team, 115.7. 19th in the NFL, and I think this is where the Lions can exploit the Dallas Cowboys defense. Run the football with Gibbs and Montgomery. Run it. Run it, run it, run it. Control the clock. Keep that offense on the sideline. If the Lions are doing 6 to 8 minute drives offensively, guess what? They're not going to score 40 points because there's just going to be no time on the clock for them to do that. So let's do long, sustained drives, run the football. Let's not get away from the run. I still want them to be an aggressive team in this game. Why not? Right? There's going to be fourth down options, fourth and short. I say go for it. I think the Lions' offensive line can bully, and they can get those downs there. I expect a game like the Chargers game. I want to see aggressive push, but it doesn't mean you get away from the run game at all. Continue to run the football. The Lions will be successful. We'll also be successful if you guys can get to 75 likes right now. That's 26 away. We're at 49. Let's get to 75 likes as we continue on for this show here. So run the football. The Lions should have a shot. Who do you guys got winning the game in the comment section right now? If you got the Detroit Lions winning, put L. If you got the Dallas Cowboys winning, put C. L for Lions, C for Cowboys. Do a quick poll. I suspect it will be mixed in this one because even I have the Cowboys winning this game because their backs against the wall, and that's exactly what Dan Campbell said, and they're going to pull everything they can to get this win because if they don't win, man, they're going to be a wild card team. They're trying to fight to win the NFC East. It's one of those deals. I think the Lions are trying to get the number 2 seed. I think both teams got stuff to play for. Sherry says Lions. Amory says Lions. Johnson's Lions. Fred says Lions. Skyhawk says Lions. Schultz says Lions. Nine Drinks says Lions. Lions the upset. We got Dallas or Detroit from Elligate. Lions. Why I didn't do D. So right now, 100% Lions. I am the one who's saying not Lions in this game. 35-31, close game. That's what I expected to be, really close. Flip it either way, too. Chrome says Lions. We got the win. Lions. Could this game be turnovers? Look, man, we hope we not turn the ball over, but they're really good defensively getting turnovers, so that's something that we got to really pay attention to. Brandon Davis going the Cowboys here. We got to just not turn the football over. That's for sure. Mike going to... yes, morning show tomorrow. Yes, I don't know how you heard that, but yeah, I'll be on Woodward Sports tomorrow at 9 in the morning. Already got my alarm set. Wow, Raw Detroit's going with Lions. He's the pessimist, and he's going with the Lions. Man, wow. Okay, there's just two of us going with Brandon and myself going with Dallas here. And Brandon Davis. Oh, he says a blowout. I don't see a blowout. If Dallas wild card, so be it. Karma, yeah. Look, if we got to face Dallas in the playoffs, guess what? There's a great chance they have to come to Detroit. It really is. It looks like Philadelphia is going to get it for sure, but that's why Dallas is fighting, is so they can attempt to get it. Or attempt to. I really like your show. I am from Troy, living here in Georgia. Okay, well, how's the weather over there in Georgia? Appreciate you, Thomas, for showing some love. Do you think the Lions beat the good team this year? Yeah, they've already beat good teams this year. So, yeah, I do see them beating good teams. They've done it already. Right now, the Lions are trending in the right direction. We have won 2 straight. It's been good 2 wins. And that's where you want to go right here. That's where you want to go. It's Aidan from Orlando. Orlando, Florida. I love Orlando. I love it. I thought about moving to Orlando. That's how much I like it. Lions win 52-48 in a crazy game. James saying it's just going to be points galore in that game. Absolutely points galore in that game. That's what he's saying right there. Well, if we're doing mailbag segment, why not just do it, right? So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy up. We'll do mailbag segment early. I'm losing my voice, so I may get off here a little bit earlier than I usually do. I don't know, last 3 days I'm losing my voice, and I don't want to overdo it here. But if you got questions, throw it in the comment section, and you got to do hashtag Lions for me to see it. That's how I see it, so if you want it, throw it in there. See, do you think the Lions have beat a good team? Yeah, they have beat good teams, 100%. You got Raw Detroit's going Lions 28, Cowboys 24. Wow, I'm shocked, TA. I'm shocked, man. I like it. I like it. You think that we're gonna have a hangover? No, I don't think we're gonna have a hangover at all. I don't think so. Lions have been dominant when their offensive line is starting. Okay, it's all about the offensive line. And the Lions' offensive line they're going to run the football. The only time the Lions play bad is when we've had injuries to the offensive line, at least offensively, when we play bad. That's the issue. It's not, I don't think them being hung over or anything like that. They'll play well when their offensive line is playing well. Rob Parker called the Lions frauds. Thoughts? Rob Parker is the worst commentator there is. I don't even know how this guy continues to have people listen to him. This guy has been the worst. You can go on YouTube and search Rob Parker's takes, especially with Tom Brady and the Patriots. He's always wrong. This guy what he does is he tries to get his name out there by doing hot takes. That's what he does. That is the only reason that he has a platform. He goes down. And at some point, he'll just be a YouTuber because right now he's got a show called The Odd Couple on ESPN Radio. It's trash. Everything is trash. He's the worst. I would listen to my 18-year-old daughter talk Lions over than listen to anything that Rob Parker's got to say. He's the worst commentator, and is what it is. He's a clown. He's an absolute clown. Are you disappointed in your son-in-law, Marinelli, because you guys went 0-16? Dude, what is wrong with you, man? Like, dude's a moron. I'm Lions fan here from North Carolina. I see the Lions 33, Cowboys 27. Okay. It'd be nice. Let's see, Rams first round. Who do you got? Rams first round. I don't want to face the Rams in the first round. Who would they? If the Rams come here, I'm still going to say the Lions going to win the game. I just don't want to face the Rams. I don't want to face Stafford. I don't want to. But I'd still have the Lions to win the game. But I just don't want it to happen. Let's see. Lambeau and Arrowhead, people are two toughest places in the NFL. Absolutely, in his opening game. Look, I know Kansas City is not what they were last year. I think they're a good team, not a great team at all. Kansas City, I think they'll probably lose in the playoffs. But it's hard to win at Arrowhead opening game. Let's make no mistake about it. $10 super by Thomas Wright. Their first-time super. Celebrate the first time he's super here with him. Show some love to Thomas Wright. $10 super chat. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you coming in here and dropping that super chat for me and for the channel. Awesome. Appreciate you. Much love right back to you. Much love. Question, put it a hashtag. That's how I see it. Put it in the comment section. We will get it. James Chanel says, Mike, great video with Herman Moore today. He's taking Gibbs like Barry Sanders spot on. Gibbs is right. He's more receiving yards. Barry had his rookie season. Yes, check that video out. We recorded it last night with Herman Moore. He is comparing, he looks at Jahmyr Gibbs and he sees Barry Sanders. And when somebody who played with Barry Sanders, his level, that's eye-popping. And there is comparisons to him because his cuts, Jahmyr Gibbs' cuts, is absolutely ankle-breaking cuts, and that we've seen from Barry Sanders. Now, I actually like the Chris Johnson comparison the most to Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is a player like Chris Johnson. That's who's very similar to me. If C.J. Gardner-Johnson plays, I think he will only back up Iffy for a few snaps. What do you think? No, I think they'll put both on the field at the same time, Lisa. Great question, though. You'll see both on the field, but his snaps would probably be a snap count because he's coming back from injury. So if you're talking about back from injury, I agree with you if there's to do a snap count. Let's see. I miss a question just reposted. Recopy paste. Mike, what chance we have 4 players over 1,000 yards this year? I say it's greater than 70 right now. We already got St. Brown over it. Laporte is close. And Gibbs and Montgomery, they can do it. It's close. It's close. Hot take. Let's see here. This franchise needs to face Stafford, and Goff needs to take down McVay. It'll put to bed that Detroit made the right call to vindicate Goff. I think the right call is, or I think it's vindicated that the right call is made. The trade was correct. It was a great trade. Both teams won the trade. If there's people that still are mad about the trade, I guess it'd be vindication for them. But for me, and I think a lot of people, the trade was a great trade. We would not be in this position without that trade. You want to have Jahmyr Gibbs. You want to have Sam Laporta. You want to have Jared Goff. You want to have a lot of players in this team. If you look at what we got from the trade, it's just ridiculous. So I'm fine with that, but, I mean, maybe there's some people out there. Window is open. Did they finally do it? They finally do the James Houston setup. I didn't see it yet. I haven't seen it yet, but maybe it is. C.J. Gardner's first interception. He'd be back in the lineup. That'd be nice. I'd love to see Dak Prescott get an interception. Let's see. Detroit needs to play better defense this week. Needs to be like the Denver game. It's not going to happen, Josh. And it's not because it's not even going to be mad at the defense. Look, man, there's some teams that are just juggernaut offensively. Guess what? Dallas is one of those teams. They just need to make a couple plays in this game. Make a couple plays. Do not let them score a touchdown every drive. I think that, but I would love for the defense to step up. It's going to be quite difficult, though. Cowboys' run defense is 12th in the NFL. Their Lions are going to expose them. Let's put it this way. I think the Detroit Lions could put up 150 yards rushing on them. I don't understand why people don't want to play the Rams. We will win that game and shed the same old Lions. Why do I not want to play the Rams? We have seen Stafford comebacks. I don't want to see a Stafford comeback. I don't want it to be a cardiac cath game. The Rams can do that. They can quick strike offense. They're like the Chargers where they can get a touchdown in a minute. We've seen it. I don't want to play a team like that. I'd rather play a team where you may got a 10-point lead with 8 minutes left and you're just like, yeah, we got this. That's what I want to do. Make no mistake about it, man. Just because Stafford is not a Detroit Lion doesn't mean he still is not a weapon. He is a weapon. And I don't want to deal with that weapon. Question, what decides the Dallas games? Keeping Dak in check, flags getting picked up, Detroit rushing, turnovers, all of the above, for sure. I mean, the referees have been trash all year long. We know them picked up with the Pettigrew one. Detroit rushing, I think that would definitely keep Dak in check if we just do long, sustained drives. I think that's the best way to do it. Long, sustained offensive drives. That's what I would do. Dallas chokes again in the playoffs. I could definitely see that. They do choke, and they're not good on the road, and they're probably going to have to play on the road. I actually take Tampa Bay over them. If they're to go to Tampa Bay, I'd take Tampa Bay to beat them. So since the Lions are underdogs going to Dallas, and the underdogs usually win on ESPN primetime, well, we'll talk about if the Lions win 42-29 or 49-24. Ooh, we'd be talking Super Bowl if they did something like that. I agree with you. I think that we are underdogs. We should be underdogs, but 6 points is ridiculous. But look, man, the Lions can easily win this game. I would say 60-40. Like, that's how close this game could be. It'll come down to me probably the last drive. Would you rather win the North for the next 5 years in a row without a Super Bowl, or just win the Super Bowl once in the next year and go back to win the Super Bowl? Win the Super Bowl. I think a lot of New England Patriots fans are fine with being bad this year with the amount of success they have had. Rams won a Super Bowl a couple years ago. I want to be a team that wins this. We've never even been in a Super Bowl, so I want to win a Super Bowl. That is the end game. Win a Super Bowl. Bring on the Rams to the best. You have to beat the best. I don't think they're the best team. I think that the San Francisco 49ers are the best team. That's what I think is the best team. San Francisco. I'd put San Francisco up there. I put Dallas above, before the Rams. I'd put, man, the Eagles right now is starting to fall off a cliff. I'd put Tampa Bay right now above the Eagles, the way that they're playing. For sure. Let's see. Okay, later, dude. Normally enjoy your streams. Most weekends, you're straight up rude. I find you very offensive. You've been reported for what? What the hell have I offended anybody on it being reported for? Oh, my God. For what? I don't know what I've been rude on and being reported for, but go report it, man. Report it. Report all you want. Report more. Report more. It won't be the first time someone's reported me. It won't be the last time someone reported me for something. Did you see that Sewell was rated the #1 offensive lineman in the NFL so far this season? Yes. Yes, I've seen that, and he should be. Penei Sewell's playing at an elite level. And that's awesome. Definitely all pro. What is your personal power rankings? Oh, San Francisco. You know what? I'll put Baltimore Ravens, obviously, #1. San Francisco, #2. Those are the teams right there. Dallas, man. Dallas Lions are the same. I feel like they're the exact same. You could switch them out. Philadelphia is not playing good. I'm actually dropped them right now. The Bills are playing at a high level. Same with Rams are playing pretty good. So for sure. Much love, Mike. Can't wait for your stream this week. I'm nervous about the Cowboys, brother. For sure. Yeah, report him for not using the right your. That's right, yeah, for sure. What's the beef? I don't know. There's always beef. I don't really dig into it, man. People are beefing and arguing. I just let it. I just let it go. I don't even care. This channel is about Detroit Lions. It's not about beef. It's not about fighting. It's about Detroit Lions. So if you like Detroit Lions, hey, this is the channel for you. If you like drama, this is not the channel for you. Oh, you said naughty word during the broadcast. Butthurt. Oh, what word? Butthurt? For what? Butthurts, that's a word? Okay, Dallas are frauds. I don't think they're frauds at all. They can be beat. I don't think they're frauds. I don't think they're frauds. This will go down to your permanent record. Yes, it will definitely. I don't even know what I said. What you said? I don't know. I have no idea. What I said. I think butthurt was the word. Butthurt. Yeah. Breaking news, Mike has been put on double secret probation. Apparently been put on probation. There'll probably be like 5 videos made about it. Mike said the word butthurt. Remove him from YouTube. He's terrible. That's probably what it is. Like your content, let's go Lions. For sure. But it's going to be a great game on Saturday. It definitely is. Let's continue on with questions. Do hashtag Lions with some Lions questions. If you got them, this is your chance here to get it done. Yeah, I'm the most offensive person on the planet. Like, I offend myself. I'm not going to lie. Myself. Yeah. I couldn't care less. No, I don't know why people are just so mad over people's opinions. Or if I said was it because I said that Rob Parker's garbage? He is garbage. He's absolute trash. He takes simply to get to make it, go viral. That's why he does. He's always wrong. It's like dude's always wrong. Let's see here. Can Laporta get 225 in the next 2 games? Yeah, he can. Why? I think he could for sure. Will he? I don't know. Look, if the Lions win on Sunday, they're gonna play their starters the final week. If the Lions lose on Sunday, maybe they rest some of these guys, and that'd be the reason why he couldn't get it. But for sure he can. Will he? I don't know, but he can absolutely. I mean, you're talking about what? 112.5 or something like that a game? Next 2 games? Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. Other than Prescott and Lamb, who should we watch out for? Oh, man, Micah Parsons. Look, I know he hasn't been playing as good as of late, but you got to watch out for him. He's still a game wrecker. Absolutely a game wrecker. And if you get pressure on Jared Goff, he makes mistakes. So you got to watch out for Micah Parsons. He is a game player. He's a game wrecker and a game player. When we win the Super Bowl, are you attending the parade? Oh, yeah, I would definitely attend a parade. Yeah, there's no doubt. No doubt. Let's see. Lions buff exposed the pokes. I don't know what that is. Maybe rephrase it here. Sorry. Who the heck is our kicker? It is Badgley, Michael Badgley. He is the money badger. Yeah, that's our kicker. He's been our kicker. Who do you like more, Gibbs or Montgomery? I'm taking Gibbs, but I like them both. Gibbs has just been putting up a ridiculous amount of yards per game right now, and he has that breakaway speed. But Montgomery, I love Montgomery, man. Like, I just want to see a little more Gibbs in a game than more Montgomery, man. Say if there's 26 snaps, I'd like to see, like 16 go to Jahmyr Gibbs, and then the rest go to Montgomery. That's kind of how I like it. Let's see here, Mike. If the Lions win, I want you to take 10 shots in a row. I'd be dead if I took 10 shots in a row. If they won the Super Bowl, I'll do it. Winning the Dallas game, I would be vomiting. Who are starting in the secondary? Gardner coming back. Ooh, I don't know, man. That's the question. I still think that Melvin will be out there. I don't know exactly how they would do the secondary. That's going to be fun to watch. Don't know. I have zero idea. Maybe they'll put him in the slot, and then they'll put Brian Branch somehow they'll put him in a package close to the linebackers. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I can't wait to see it. I'm reporting Rob Parker for unnecessary douchebaggery, 15 yards and a loss of down. He's terrible. Hunter didn't show up on Sunday to see our offensive line handle Parsons this week. I would love, Danielle Hunter, man, he was a game wrecker and he didn't show up. So it'd be nice for that to happen again. Our offensive line is so dominant, man. It's so dominant. It's so awesome to see. Will the Bills expose Pokes versus the run? Who's the Pokes? I understand the Bills are, Jeff, but who's the Pokes? Where do you I am off a little bit too because I'm losing my voice, and so I'm not as thinking as clearly. So maybe it's like really obvious and I'm dense, and that's very possible. Where do you think C.J. Gardner-Johnson will play if they play him? Probably in the slot. I think that's where he'll play primarily, in the slot. That's what he did for Aaron Glenn when he was in New Orleans. So that's what I would say right there. I'm not scared about the L at all. You know what I love is I I expect the Lions lose, so everything is going to be good. Like the Cowboys. Okay, see, I'm an idiot. Sorry, Jeff. Definitely the man. Look, but the Dallas Cowboys, they're terrible on the road. They just are, and I don't know what it is. They're 3-5 on the road, 7-0 at home. But I think what they exposed, and I think the Lions can take advantage, is the running game. The Lions going to run the football. Most definitely. We're going to run the football. And if that's what they exposed, is you can run on them, that is 100% true. I agree. Absolutely agree. Jameson Williams is getting so much better, and he's starting to be scary. Yeah. Isn't it nice to see? I've been saying it. I've been preaching it. I took a lot of grief. Oh, you're a Jameson Williams homer. I said, no, it's not that. It's not that. I'm not a homer for JMO. It just takes time for our wide receivers to get acclimated to Jared Goff and his offense. And now he is. And now he's not thinking. He's just doing and reacting. When you're not thinking about, because look, if you guys played football, I played football for years, right? And I played a wide receiver. When you're thinking, you make the mistakes because you're thinking, oh, I got to catch the football. I got to have the ball You're thinking about it, right? I got to watch the ball come into my hands, catch the football, secure it, turn, and make a move. You're thinking about that as the play is taking on. When you do that, you make mistakes. But when you're not thinking like that, it's more of a reaction. You're not thinking, you're just doing the play. That's when you break out. And that's where St. Brown is doing. He doesn't need to think about catching a football. Jameson Williams, he's not thinking about catching anymore. He's just catching it. He's reacting. And now he's playing well. And that's what happens. Same with Jahmyr Gibbs. He's not thinking. He's just reacting. Sam Laporta, he had that right off rip. And that's why it's quite difficult for what he's doing as a rookie. He went in there he's not even thinking from day one. And so when you have that, the players play really, really well, and their confidence is high. If you've played the game, you totally understand, whether it be pee-wee or high school, college. That's the truth of the matter. Josh Reynolds has his first down on 33 or 34 catches. Should we extend his route tree? That's the problem here. Is there's so many weapons offensively. I think he's fine where he's at. Riley, I like what he's doing. He gets in the outside. He catches everything. Problem is there's just so many footballs to go around because there's so many weapons. So if you're to extend him, who are you going to reduce? That's the problem, right? So you don't want to reduce Khalif. You don't want to reduce Jameson Williams. Donovan Peoples-Jones is getting his in now. It's like everybody is. So I think we're good the way it is. $1.99 super chat here. Lions fan syndicate says James Houston 21-day practice window opened. Did it? I did. Okay, it just popped up for me. I said it would be this week. $2 super buy. Lions fan syndicate. Thank you so much. Great comment because you made me do it. It starts. Big clap for James Houston. He'll be back for playoff game 1. He's not going to play Saturday. He's not going to play next week. He'll play the first playoff game. I've been saying this all year long. C.J. Gardner-Johnson would be back, and James Houston would be back for the playoffs. It is officially opened. Shout out to you, DJ Ames ZW with a $2 super chat. We're going to break this streak. 31-28 go Lions. Let's go. Let's break the streak. I'm with you. Look, the Lions can do it. I go with stats. Like, when I do my predictions, it's more of stat-based statistics. I love statistics. I took it in college. I mean, my old name was MicroMike, economics, right? You're always looking at the numbers. But 100%, the Lions can win this game. 100%. I have 35-32 Dallas. That's why I'm shocked that the line is 6 points. I would have took a 3 to 3.5, but 6, man, Lions offense can put up points, so that's ridiculous. It really is. And the Lions are a team that can put up a touchdown in a minute. You know, we talked about Stafford earlier in this podcast, and I said why, I'm worried about Stafford is because he can score a touchdown in a minute. Lions offense is the same way, and that's why you can never put teams like that down. But shout out to James Houston. He is back, man. He practiced. Open, man. This team is healthy. This team is the healthiest right now it's been all year. Think about this. Even before week 1, this team is the healthiest team we've had all year. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Ali McNeil will probably come back next week. They'll start his thing. He'll play for the playoffs as well. Best believe. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Right now, the only, Emmanuel Mosley went down for the year, right? That's really it. And then you got all these players, we're healthy. It is so awesome to see. The Lions are winning at the right time, and we're healthy at the right time. That is a great combination to make a run, right? You don't want to back into the playoffs. You want to come off strong. The Lions are coming off strong really, really right at a right time. When you get back to the D, I will buy you Fago. I would love Fago. Let's get some Fago, man. Let's get some Fago. The Lions do really well. Teams not in their division. Yeah. Well, division fights, Katie, is always difficult. You'll see it, and it's not just the NFC North division. Any division fights. You'll see a team like the Panthers get a win against their division foe, and yet they suck. Right? You'll see a team like the Giants. I wouldn't shock me if they beat Philadelphia the final week, even though Philadelphia's a better team. It's just how these teams face each other. They don't like each other. They know each other. There's not a lot you're going to fool them. That's how divisions always are. You say 35-32 Dallas. What key flips the script for Detroit win? Turnovers. If the Lions get 2 turnovers in this game, they'll win the game. It's difficult because the Cowboys don't turn the ball over that much, and they get a lot of turnovers. They're +8, so turnovers will do it. I think it's a one-possession game. I think the final possession wins it. It's going to be one of those games going to come down to the last 2 minutes of the game. It's not going to be one of these. I don't think it's going to be a game, at least, that's going to be like, you know it from the minute. I think the games will be an offensive game. Yeah, I'm not expecting a lot of defense. I'm with you right there. I concur with you. The Lions held the Vikings to 17 yards rushing. They'll do the same to Dallas. And I told the Dallas guys, they're like, oh, the Lions are allowing 91 yards rushing a game. That's pretty bad. I said, you're really misreading this. The Lions get screwed with mobile quarterbacks. That's where all the rushing yards are coming from. From running game, the Lions are stopping teams completely. If you're a mobile quarterback, you're going to get rushing yards. If you're running the football, you're not running the Lions defense. The Lions are going to stop. They're going to make it where Dak's going to have to throw the football. When Houston's get back on the field, Aaron Glenn needs to rush him and drop Hutchinson in coverage. Another round, what do you think? When Houston gets back on the field, I want to see him mix up too, Lisa. I want to see him rushing the passer a lot. Not sure if I want to see Hutchinson drop a lot of Hutch. Maybe play here and there because Hutch can get an interception for a fake. But you're right. I want to see some of it. Yeah, I'll see some trickery. I'll see some of that. Is Houston your full-time starting edge next year? No. Full-time, no. I have the Lions, and this is not disrespect to James Houston. My offseason is I want you to sign a Danielle Hunter and draft a player like a Jared Verse. I want them to completely reshape the edge position. And so that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'd say James Houston would not be the full-time. I want them to go full on. They revamped this secondary this past offseason. I want this defensive line completely revamped. I want playmakers on that edge, and I want a plethora of edge rushers smashing quarterbacks. So that means go into free agency and sign a Danielle Hunter or a Josh Allen. And then in the draft, get yourself a top flight edge. Whether you got to trade up or not, I don't care. We need to get this edge position has been abysmal. And so I want to see them revamped it to where we have a defensive line like San Francisco, where it's just players are just coming at you at waves. When you have that, it would be awesome. It would be awesome. Should Rodriguez be the fullback? Well, Jason Cabinda's healthy, Riley, so I doubt that he'll be doing that if Cabinda's back in the lineup. But he will play it if Cabinda's not. That's what I'd say right there. Yeah, the kid from UCLA, yeah. And we're going to be starting to talk draft. As soon as the season's over, we're going straight to draft, folks. And then we'll do mock drafts and all of that, but it's just not appropriate right now to do it. With the Lions, the ability, literally, they could clinch the #1 seed. So we have a shot. I think we need to, at least my channel is focused right now on the playoffs. But as soon as the season's over, whatever happens with Lions get knocked out the first game or win the Super Bowl, we'll go straight to draft and free agency. And we're going to hit it hard. We'll go straight to it, straight to off-season mode. So you guys get everything that you need. And someone says the Canadian kid, the one they just picked up. I thought you said kicking for a minute. And yes, the Lions need to get a kicker this offseason. Whether it be draft one with a late round pick in the 7th round or 6th round, or pick one up in free agency, we need to get a kicker too. Let's see. What about Goff and delay games? That and Frank Ragnow. I don't know what was happening. I don't expect that to happen again this year. That was crazy. That was weird. Literally 3 delay games. Fourth one would have been done if they didn't call a timeout. That was odd. I don't know what was going on. I don't expect that to happen because this is the first time that's happened in 3 years like this. I don't expect it to happen again. I don't know what happened. Are confident in Goff's backup? Yeah, I'm very confident in the Lions' backup role. Hendon Hooker has now been practicing. Teddy Bridgewater has been under this scheme for a while. If there's an injury, I have confidence that they can come in and make this offense roll. That's why I love what they did, in the draft and in free agency, getting Teddy Bridgewater, Hendon Hooker. 100% confident. 100% confident. Aleem McNeil is a blocking fullback. That would be great, but they're not going to do that with Jason Cabinda. Even though I'm not going to lie, I don't think they should have a Jason Cabinda on the team. Like, I think the fullback's kind of like gone. You can do other things, but they like it there. If the Lions shut out the Cowboys, will Aaron Glenn narrative change? If they shut out the Dallas Cowboys and they pitched a 0 point, I would erect a statue of Aaron Glenn because this offense of Dallas is one of the best in football. And if I was a betting man, I wouldn't even bet a penny on that to occur. I fully expect Dallas to put up points in this game. But if he did, that narrative would have to change at that point. Like, holy God, you just did a shutout to a team that puts up the points the way they do. I mean, I would even say that. And I'm not the biggest Glenn fan in the world. The loser of the game is going whoever makes the mistake first. Probably, yes, CSS Sports. I can agree with that for sure. Turnovers win you and lose you games. 100%. What up, Ant-Man in the building? What is up, Ant-Man? With the schedule getting even harder next year, they need to really revamp the defense. 100% they need to revamp the defense. Defense has got to get revamped. This defensive line's got to get revamped. You got to get another corner out there. They need to get a number 1 corner. Cam Sutton to me would be a solid number 2. Lions need to get a number 1. You do that. If they're to re-sign C.J. Gardner-Johnson, bring in a number 1 corner, whether it be in the draft or for agency, and then beef up that defensive line. This defense could be really good. But with teams like Chicago getting better, they're on the rise. With the Vikings, they'll eventually come back healthy next year and probably bring Kirk Cousins back for another year. The Lions, yeah, they got to get better defensively, 100%. Did we get 125 likes? I didn't even see it. I've been in a tangent here going off. 128 likes. Let's do that Ultra Combo, folks. Ultra Combo Breaker. Thank you so much, folks. Again, I'm losing my voice. That's why the energy is not as high, as I'm losing my voice, and I don't want to lose it completely. We're probably going to get off here a little bit early because I am losing my voice. I want to hold it down right now so we're not screwed up on videos I got to drop tomorrow, Saturday, Lions and Cowboys. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. We're going to cut it short because of that. But get ready for videos tomorrow, Saturday. Big time game.